Hello, hello, welcome to the stream, and we are just kind of chilling for a little bit. I will be blatantly honest right now, I do have food on the way, so I will be having a little bit of a mukbang later on in the stream, so for those who don't like to hear eating sounds, I do apologise. On the other hand, you will need to deal with it. Bear with me for a moment. Sorry, one of my friends was contacting me regarding Resident Evil 9, which was potentially going to be today's stream, but it turned out to be different. Done it differently, basically. So, yeah, welcome everyone. I am kind of taking a little bit relaxed kind of approach to today's stream. It's not going to be a particularly long one, as it's fucked, honestly. But we are going to try to quite a bit of a push to 200 subs as well, because that is kind of one of the major cap points for me right now. We're currently 16 away. Just gonna show this on the other screen. So for 200, we're wanting that, we're needing that. It's going to be the most crucial thing for us at this stage. The music you're listening to right now is probably not going too well. Yeah, it's changing from what I actually want to listen to something different, which is not really good. Let's look this playlist, I think. Yeah. So we do have a little bit of a setup for today's stream, at least. There is a few things I want to do. Particularly, we've got a weapon to review, we've got some bosses to kill. And we wanted to do a wee bit of a gimmick kind of stream video content kind of thing I want to do as well. Yeah, I do really need to get 200 subs now. We'll go from there. So first of all, I'm going to buy my GM and I'll just pop it on. There you go. What was that? So we're sorted. So we're going to go with membership. We are now getting a fair bit out of it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so let me just check the profiler. We've got Muller, Bandit as the yeah, I think we just start off with a few boss hunts. See how quickly we can take out the mother. What we'll do is I'll turn this down a bit more. But I hope everyone's weekend's going well. Hopefully you guys are doing a lot better than I am today. Okay, my wasn't tail this video. Like 5. Hey, hello and welcome. Hope you are having a great day, great time. One of the things I'm going to do as well is, if anyone wants to join the multiplayer instance as well around the bunker, there's the private key of MM. So press F2, get the full instance up, and just type in this MM. Yeah. And now you'll follow me, you'll be in my specific instance, but you'll also join my private instance as well. But yeah, just thought I'd pop it in there. But no, Spice, Maggie Spice, I love that name. Hello and welcome. Hope you're having a great day and great time. I didn't actually pay attention to how far I need to go for the living mothers, so that's gonna be fun. But we'll definitely take over 12 at 10 gauge if we can. But may I show to see what weapon we're going to be reviewing today. And that is going to be the Buck Blast 99A. Now I've never used this weapon, so we will actually try and see how it goes. So we need to go wait one more, that's fine. But yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of awkward streams, I think, because on how short it's going to be, and obviously the content I've not got planned. This is his own. Now one thing I will point out, that I'm very happy with, is I finally maxed the melee mastery, so I'm just going to get all of these guys kind of lined up before I start shooting. Got shotgun mastery up as well, some here. Now, believe it or not, the Buck Blast used to be the goal of shotguns for a number of years. So it's kind of nice to see actually be able to do this, because somebody actually requested it as well. And I'll give a message in a moment. I'm just going to deal with this. Yeah, shit. What time is it worth playing for someone who wants to get back at terminal? Jay, to be completely honest with yourself, I would say Dead Frontier is worth playing these days. It's actually one of the more consistent zombie games around, and considering the kind of dynamic it is, with an isometric 3D game, it's been on the run for nearly 18 years, 19 years. The game has had quite a lot of changes to it in the last last year as well, so it makes it definitely worth obviously picking up. In regards to, hold on, let me go back one and up. In regards to actually playing the game, I would probably say you might be best making a new account and just seeing the new jobs, proficiencies and such, because there is a few new additional ones that might tickle your pickle, and that will work out in the long run for you, because a lot of this new stuff is pretty much beneficial. Like, for example, we have classes that help loot stuff, in terms of obviously the criminal class that helps find more stuff. We have weapon crafts, craftsman, weaponsmith and craftsman as well, and the the craftsman is actually going to be a massive help for the new clan machines, so I would highly recommend also having a look at that. What I will be doing is I will actually, after I kill these bandits, I will actually get the giveaway set up as well, because I want to make it so it's active chatters, so people aren't just randomly win. So let me just kill these guys quickly. We also have Hardcore Iron Man as well, which is quite a nifty little challenge. I mean, that is very much possible, you just have to have time to do it. And could totally do it. I could totally do it in one market as well, but it's just getting that time and effort to do it. Let's hope we find something good. One thing I would say is, if you are a returning player, do look on YouTube for guides and such. I have a new player guide as well, up to 75, to give you a bit of a push, and obviously that might be beneficial for you. I don't really mind obviously if you don't watch it. There's other great people out there. Zega, for example, is one of the good ones to watch as well, because he's been very popular. Just look at this. How come you don't want territory? So I don't grind particularly in the penitentiary area, because there is quite a lot of different kind of negatives there in terms of exploding zombies. There is better places such as the Wastelands, and there is going to be a little bit of a gimmick kind of idea I'm going to do later on in the stream. I do plan on actually looting Wasteland at some point today, just to see, could you, in a sense, for example, actually look there? Is it viable? So we will push to that point anyway. Yeah, I do look with prison. Prison's my looks area for Raven Ridge anyway. I do pretty much earn quite a lot there, and I will potentially. I've not actually not using utility there with the U implant yet. That's actually something I should do. But you, Muggy Spice, you need to remember every single loot in Hardcore Iron Man is lucky in a sense. It's so much more difficult than your regular kind of count because you don't have access to the kind of weapons you would normally have from the market. You need to either craft it, get super lucky, and don't get me wrong, that's very much enjoyable. With Hardcore Iron Man as well, you actually have access to all the different kind of pieces that a service pass would have. Which one's better? Warren, okay. I'm going to be completely honest with yourself. That is something I'm going to be making a video on very soon. To be completely honest, let me just bring up the Wikipedia and let me find. Okay. Let me just show you this. And you can make up your mind as well. On your screen right now, you have the loot pool for the game. And there is a few kind of things to look here. So in the white zone, we don't really care, but there's nothing. The white zone's obviously zone around the bunker, but it's the bin. So you get southeast zone. So their weapons are from 100 to 125, but their armor is from 35 to 75. But that's wrong now. That's actually wrong. 90. You still get sledgehammers. You have a base 3% on your weapon and armor loot, or you can loot 5A, and there can null and void, in honesty. You have Raven Ridge, which you can loot 100 to 135, so it's a bigger pool of melee, and 90 to 135 in guns, and your minimum armor is 45 with the same 3%. Now you don't get any 5As, but you do get energy bars, you get MREs, mini first aid kits. The mini first aid kits are worth a lot more than the 5As currently. They are more viable than the 5As, and the 5As are still uncommon in the death row. The way I like to see it, and like to say it, is if you are looking to go for a scrap run, prioritise Raven Ridge, because you will earn more from the armors you loot, and this is why I do an armor build set up for Raven Ridge, especially during an event, because you will be making that money easily. If you are looking for a committed run with a bit more of a challenge, you go to Death Row. Death Row is cooler. It is more, oh shit, I'm going to die. And yeah, it does depend really. It depends on my mood as well, depending on where I go. Death Row is potentially better in the aspect of you're still within the normal trading zones. You can easily set something up so you're not as affected. However, Raven Ridge is literally right there, and that's my buzzer. 2 seconds. Meaning, I have food. So what I'm going to do for now, guys, is I'm going to pause my mic for a moment. I will be back in a few minutes, and or I will answer your questions and review the chat in a few moments once I get my food. Sorry about that. So I do have my food now, so that's gonna be awkward because I don't normally eat on stream anymore. I don't even stream these days. But oh, those chips are crap. Oh, Jesus. Right. Join my main. I bought tier 2 prof weapons and bit armor. Yeah. Literally on my new player guide from level 1 to level 75, the very first thing I pretty much did was save up for Nomad Mesh, so I can still run quickly and I can loot more efficiently. And honestly, that's probably the best quick decision you can make. But as a specific build I would always go for, but I'm a very much a grenade launcher gunner in a sense. I will prioritise that over anything. It's just better. So the new bosses and that are out. So if I let's go deal with them. In fact, let me actually finish up actually reading chat. That's very rude of me. Come on. But yeah, Warren, to be completely honest, I know looting the Raven Ridge at low kill levels without much equipment can be a pain, it can be daunting. But it is one of the better, best areas you can loot as well. Like, don't get me wrong, like the whole Death Row or Raven Ridge question has been asked constantly, and I understand the frustration of some players. I do say it's really dependent on your own mood. It depends on how you want to play and what works for you as well. But obviously, if it's not working, try Death Row. Hold on, I'm trying to open up my sauce. Oh, it's gonna be dire. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. Oh, that tastes so good. It's like an orgasm in the mouth. But Warren, if you need kind of a hint on a looting setup, or even a goal to get there. Check the rest of my channel. I have I show my implant setups and explain why they are the way they are, and it works out really well. It works out super well in terms of what I do. Let me find it for you and I'll actually link it. Yeah. Voila, no. If you check that video out, that's my implant setup itself. Obviously that will help out with how to create that actual build for yourself as well. It will give you a goal of what kind of implants you do need to optimise it. But ultimately everybody has their own kind of thing, and Dead Frontier being Dead Frontier, RNG is involved, so you're not always guaranteed to look the same thing that somebody else does. So for example, one of my clanmates actually looked a shark tooth, what is it? Shark tooth ripper, I think it is. I've never looked one. I've looked a cyclone. Okay, so the active giveaway chat is the giveaway is now open. As soon as you type a message from this point onwards, you'll be entered. However, every 15 minutes you will be kicked out if you don't keep messaging, if that makes sense, just so we can keep people involved and such. Now, I really do apologise, I am eating currently. I'm eating a nice wee doner kebab. It's hitting the spot very, very grande. So I am multitasking. So we need to go. So we are there and they got one left one. Okay. So we can easily just pass by it. But yeah, we're now 15 subscribers away. Woo! At 15, double those credits, baby. Whoa, get your ass down. No, get down. Sorry, I've got a cat and I'm eating them soon though. Yeah, that's actually really good to do, especially with Dead Frontier. As you know, the market is kind of a key focus, and it changes and fluctuates so much. Oh, that'll just start us. So I would probably recommend, obviously, brushing up on it. Explore things as you can, and as we're saying, make a new account. Treat yourself as if you were a new player with some buffs and benefits, in a sense, with whatever you got now. So sick. That's shit. And a crappy Masscraft. Oh, let me just get a big bit of meat there. Oh, get on. Get in the pita bread. Yeah, man. Oh, that's too much. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, the quality of this bread's dropped. Okay, okay, well done. Sorry, hold on. Last question, which one do you prefer, invest in credits or do you have cash? That's actually quite tricky to answer. Credits are good because they are pretty much your premium currency, and you could invest in a way to make more money down the line. However, do you have cash? It's kind of the basic currency in the game that everyone uses. I would not be able to answer sufficiently. I was. Oh, that's great. Oh, hold on. Oh. Oh. Sorry, that Peter present, that meat was just breaking apart, so I had to do something about it. Yeah, no, dead from DF Cash as came, I would say. Oh, Rice, well, I think it's been a while since I've seen yourself. Hopefully you'd have been doing well. Try not to be a stranger as well. Just in terms of getting implants. Like, I don't think you've done anything, or you missed anything in particular. Like, the hardcore Iron Man account is more or less to be difficult. If you're trying to do like a long term thing of saying, hey, I'm going to get this account to 415, that's a lot. That takes a long time though. So your commitment would be to get, like, obviously work and get that money, so you're not exactly missing out the point of the challenge in that sense. But on the other hand, obviously if you die, it's going to be shit. That's for sure. What's your current setup with it? Depending on that, depends on like, how far you actually get in that sense. Because you can have the best weapons, but you'll not be great at looting, if that makes sense. You might not have the stuff for it. Okay. Jay, to be completely honest, that holds up pretty damn well. Some dead from the cash. Right, I'll have a look into it at some point. Oh, you fucker! I'm done. Whoops. Sorry, Nightbot's being a pain. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, man. Oh. Okay, Jay, so to answer your question, unlimited GU will do you a lot. The simple point is it's unlimited ammo. In this day and age, an unlimited ammo minigun is actually the what's it called? The rape cannon. So you've got, not only have you got like a unique weapon, but that weapon will kick ass really. So maybe you actually be best staying that account and just like buying credits or something like that and doing the whole change. Like look at the Wikipedia for more information regarding it all. You know what? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna kill Hut. Ah shit, I mean that. Okay. So yeah, so stay on that account. Definitely invest in credits to change your proficiency to something you might want to use going forward. Something that might be more beneficial. You'll definitely make more use of that from that GU. you probably won't need to change much or any of your equipment in if you're using that. You might need stat boosters to get you from A to B, and that's fine, but you're fine otherwise. Oh, Maggie, be careful with that, because I don't think that's correct anymore. So all hardcore Iron Man accounts now go to hardcore accounts instead. And there was a change done, and obviously not a lot of people are happy within the hard mode Iron Man community. It just kind of gets screwed. Oh. Oh my god, hold on. Right, I'm nearly done with this, but but don't get me wrong, a lot of the hardcore Iron Man weapons are pretty damn good. Like, obviously they're all unique to some degree. Alright, perfect. Okay, I did not see that. Okay, Muggy, I do apologise. I didn't see that communication. I just seen people were pissed about it. Warren, last question. Okay, is it better to use explosive or the machine gun to grind XP? I would say early on, yes. From like level 1 to 35, you want to use chainsaw, because the enemies around that area won't be any issue at all. Then when you get to bunker, you can want to swap in for explosives, which will carry you for the rest of the time. Currently in this version of the Frontier, there is a big benefit to having grenades, which is why I'm using them. And you will basically get away with sitting behind the wall and just shooting your grenades over. When Unity 5 does come, and that is inevitable now, you might be a little bit screwed in terms of how the AI work, because they will like seek you down and want to murder you. In that sense, I want to take this last bite. This is a big bit. So I would highly recommend at this stage explosives. Obviously, if you have a hypercoil, that's a different question. Hello Chris, welcome in. I'm so sorry, I was just munching away here. But the level's 315, actually it still worked out. Oh. But yeah, Muggy, I'm actually really surprised. Like, see, I've got the whole series from a video made reviewing the hardcore Iron Man stuff. And obviously my opinions, people don't like my opinions much, and that's fine. I'm not here to be exactly like in that sense. I don't really care. I'm here to make videos, and the weapons are interesting. My favourite is right now is the pan hammer, which I'm using. It is just a fundamentally brilliant melee. There is also the what you call it, the armor, which is the one I'm using now. And the implant it has as well is pretty damn good and unique in a sense as well. That ammo look could be stupendous for what we're going to use it for. Well, could use it for. Rice, come on, don't offer such bad advice. So, the reason why it's bad advice is the short fuse crossbow. I understand how good it can be. It can be the best grenade launcher within the game. But that's it. It can be. The issue with the SFC is the attack speed on it is piss poor. And there is a weird glitch with the crossbow shooting delay as well. So for example, this is pretty much instant. Or this is instant. A shot through a crossbow takes a bit of a delay. If you're wanting a good budget, explosive. Sorry, I had to think of that for a second. There is a few that you could easily go for. I'll show them on the screen in a minute. We'll get back to the bunker. Hold on, it went to our screen. So the other alternatives I would go for as a kind of mediocre player is the emulator, because the damage in that is really good. The junker, blooming us. But I don't think there's really anything that kind of stands out apart from maybe the M79. See, those are two very good budget grenade launchers you can go for. Wouldn't mind one of them actually. Trial launcher, I actually do quite like that. You would, if you ever go down the flamethrower route, the Dragon's Maw would be great. There's another one as a complete gimmick of a weapon. The Dusk stuff as well. But if you're wanting something that's actually going to be quite fun and stupid to use, get the Exploder. That is one of the ones I'm currently doing a review for, and have to say it's so fun. At any stage of this game, highly recommend investing in implants. Implants will make your life so much easier though. You want to see the? You want to see us? Hold on. Down 3, left 1. Let's do it. I'll show you exactly why I recommend this weapon. I'm going to scrap all this stuff first, hold on. Oh, so see this music? It's changed about 4 times during the stream already, and I'm actually not fussed about it. But yeah, Rice isn't wrong. You'll eventually get there to a point where you'll be absolutely fine for it. So. Right, okay. That's me shooting that way, being stupid, so let me find that one. Now this is with me pretty much at normal. That's just normal with 5% dex speed. from the supply officer and 100 dexterity skill. Like we'll go fight the boss Hive with this. Yeah, so Muggy, every recommendation I would have for any new player is go down the explosive route at this stage. Explosives do so much bit damage for what it is, and the ones you can get like the Junker are just so bloody good. I would highly recommend it. So I'm in the area. So if anyone wants to come down here, the private instance is MM. So this is without any boosts. As if, oh, let's climb him. Hold on, let me take another bite of my kebab and I will put it away and play. Whoa, he just spawned in. Oh. That was a good kebab. Tell you that. Give me a second. Yeah, come back. Now we can actually play. Like, explosives is really good, but the issue with it is that it lacks the thing force, like they're so bad. But yeah, let's do it, let's look. Now, this is how fast it is normally. Let me just put on my build. That's not full auto. It's a burst. But yeah, no, to be fair, Warren, you're completely correct. The Dusk would give you a slowness effect, and that will progressively get better when you go along. Unfortunately, Dusk isn't available to about level 200, so it's not particularly great in that aspect. This is 50% dex with an extra 15 on top because of the dexterity build stat is it being shown up in game, so that's 100% of that is 15. 100 is 15. This is why I do my videos to review these weapons, because you guys are surprised with how this performs at its quote-unquote max potential. However, one thing you don't forget is when I use this with the supply officer at full, this becomes even more crazy than it currently is. So I would highly recommend, obviously, grabbing this one. Regardless of their damage, it is really fun to use. Now I'm going to swap things about here so I can actually try to get something good out of this. In fact, let's do that. So let's see if we get anything good. Nothing that good. So I'll do this one more time just to waste this ammo because I want to just do it. I should have opened this earlier. So let me open that. And let it roll. And that is why I'm suggesting the Big Exploder. I would highly recommend it for just a gimmicky kind of weapon. It is fun, it's stupid, it's fantastic. It's definitely one I would say to go for. But obviously this isn't actually the weapon we're going to be reviewing today as well. What I'm holding right now is the OG shotgun, so we will kind of review that when we can. I'm just going to keep going up, so we have got actually QRF. Huh. Let me get back to the bunker, let me scrap stuff, and we're going to come here and we'll do our live weapon review. As promised, I do weapon reviews for every cast stream, so this is going to be it. And this is where I record the content, you guys can interact with the stream, the video itself in a sense, at the same time, so it works out. So let me jump back into the bunker. I'm going to close some of this stuff down. Got one done, let's see. Congratulations. Just I'll show this because I'm pretty proud of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 8 done. This is a pain in the backside for me. But let me just go and repair. I'll just grab all of them, don't need it. Oh, that's some in my backpack. Clayton, please fix that. Let me show this as well. Mini 12k, right? 5A. So 5A, he was for 100 for 37, 38 grand. Minis are 12.5 with he won 50 to 150. Damn right. Oh, done. I'm damn right sure I'm going to be buying the mini first aid kit. Right. Let's see, so you just seen that. I don't really care as much. So we've just done that. We've done some bandits and such. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream so far. Hopefully I oh, wrong thing. That's a camera. Yikes, shouldn't have done that. It's different here. Here we go. So the next aspect of all this is actually just kind of looking at other things. I'll close that down, 'cause don't need that. And I'm hoping we've got a few extra subs because it means Keaton. No, we don't. But we are going to be giving away some credits. Like I said, we are 15 subscribers away from hitting 200, and that's exactly what I want. If we could do that, we would basically double the amount of stuff that I'm giving away here. And obviously that's quite big for an extent. So I'm going to shut that down. You've got the active giveaway here as well, so just to let you know. Chris is already here for that, that's for sure. Right, so let me open up this stuff here so we can start the review. It is in shotguns. That's probably going to be the worst thing for me though. It is there. Yeah, Raven, I've literally just done the whole grind for the Melee Master as well. Let me just show it as well. Literally just finished it. The first one I did was actually Machine Gun. The Masters are worth it. Very much worth it for what you get out of it. Right, gonna start recording. Let's do this live review. Okay, so we're now recording. We are going to do a weapon review live on this channel again. Today, everyone is aware, obviously, in the chat that we're doing the Buck Blast 99A. For those who don't know, this is the literally original cast shotgun, the first kind of proper limited edition that came out, I'm pretty sure. Let me just triple check. 2015. Tell a lie, it was one of the original best shotgun that came out. The original was obviously this beautiful piece here. So Buck Blast 998 is a 12 gauge shotgun with a 36 round capacity. It's a very slow reload speed with a fast attack speed, hence why it was so beloved. Average accuracy, and as per usual with any other shotgun, a 0 critical chance. Now this does damage of 168 in total with 12 pellets at a time being shot, with base damage of 14. This does unfortunately have a drop off of 30%, which is crazy at a 4 meter range. The buckshot, every shotgun in this game has some sort of clone, including some SMGs. So you'll actually see this is actually nullified by obviously the accuracy I've got. Thankfully, this does have a 50% PvE penetration, and it was actually, it sold for quite a lot in the credit shop. As you can see, £3,000, 3,000 credits for something like this is crazy money, and honestly. As we can see in game, we've got it sat here, so this is it with a full grind setup. So damage basically doubles, attack speeds doesn't go by much, I'll be honest, but the reload goes so quickly, and even with the weapon review, it's kind of less, but it's pretty much what it is here, obviously. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to review, so let's go do that if the QRF is sitting below us. And this is where I would normally make some sort of cut, so we can just obviously have a bit of a chit chat till I get there. Yeah, right, so even right now, the unlimited scan is still somewhat viable. I don't think I've actually made a review on that yet. Huh. Right, if somebody wants to actually participate in this QRF, join the city, press escape. Oh wait, go to your settings, and MM private key, type in MM, and you can join. You can try to get me killed, you can do whatever. Hold on. I've got an idea. How would everyone here think about doing a hunt the streamer kind of event? Like, I can do a whole kind of thing where it's like, locate me in the city, find me, we fight. If you find me, you take a picture of you killing me, post it in my Discord, and you'll be part of a group to win something. That could be interesting. But yeah, now we're in the Kira F instance, we've got to kill 1.5k, that'll be easy enough. The attack that speed on this is fast, but for a shotgun it is relatively slow compared to the Cryostorm and that. But that kind of shows how outdated some of these LEs actually are as well. Like, the damage on this is not particularly amazing at this kind of low end. But that being said, I've just realised I'm actually in the minus for damage, so that's my bias of this opinion so far. But to be fair, it is actually doing pretty damn well for what it is. It is keeping them back. I wouldn't stop moving, mind you, it's just particularly interesting to see. Because this QRF doesn't have any armor mobs, it's a bit more different to say as well, because we're not going to have any issue per se as well. Oh, I don't want to do that. At its base cat level, I would say this is maybe a 4 or 5. Like, I'm not particularly fussed about how it's performing now. It's not exactly going to be game breaking. It's not. It falls in line with most of any other shotgun around the time. It's basically from a bygone era in a sense. But let's change things up here. I want to make this a bit better. So let's put on the implants. We do not actually need one of these implants yet, and I'm going to change it right now. 5% damage, that would be good. Have I already got that in there? Yes, I do. Huh, ain't that nice? You know what, it doesn't matter. Let's just do it. So full potential of this weapon. Let's get everything around. Okay, yeah. We take this. Don't get me wrong, it's not one shot on anything in particular, but it's still a little bit of a cone to this as well. I don't know if you can see it with how the spread is. Let's see if I just stand here. Notice at the bottom right of my screen, it goes far too wide. So that range is going to be dire at the same time, but this is actually completely feasible. Now let's actually use it for a little bit longer before we can get a final verdict of what this is. I'm pretty sure this is actually going to be fine. So it's not exactly doing. Oh, we got somebody in here. It's cats. Welcome in. Here we go. We got a the instance cat thing going on, which is quite good. I think that's something I will keep in with these as well. But yeah, Butt Blast, it does fairly well for what it is. Like, I have no issue with it holding back in a sense at its full potential. Yeah, when it's not got the implants on, it can be a bit daunting to use. It's not as fast, but at the time it was released, it was the best shotgun in the game, and that's all fair dues to what it was. Now obviously it's a different meta as well, so it's a lot more different. Whereas this, I'm going to just stand here for a couple of moments, and I'm just going to kill him first of all. Like, I can literally just stand here and hold him back. Cats is obviously off the screen now. I'm just holding him back just by standing still. That says a lot about this gun, and it's in this way. And I can see it being part of, oh, get rid of you, part of a lot of what people can want in a sense, and I actually do like it. With its full potential, I would say, without the damage issue, like obviously damage is lacking, I would say 7.5 out of 10. Yes, it does fairly well. It can hold things back. The things that kind of draws it back is it is still kind of slow for what it is. The cone at the end is just too big for what it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm covering a lot more. There's too much of a drawback for its range damage as well, which is a bit ridiculous. And then on top you've got the damage itself. The damage itself isn't going to be amazing, it's not going to be top tier. It is a little bit pitiful for what it is. But I can't say it's not a bad thing. Investment wise, probably one of the worst things you can invest in, I'll be honest. I don't think there's any in the market anymore, so you would need to find a collector, so it's not going to be as easy. But we'll roll it with the rest of this QRF anyway. See how much XP we get. We are nearly done, and we'll need to use up quite a lot of the ammo here. Plus, it gets me extra shotgun mastery as well, which is exactly what we want to do. Okay. Yeah, you know what? For a shotgun, I'll actually take this over some of the kind of older ones. But obviously it's better than most of the older ones, but I would actually take this over like the chimney sweeper. The bucktooth blaster. No, not bucktooth, what's it called? The bucktooth something? I can't remember what it's called now. I see using, okay, let's see who's here actually, let's see if we can shout at anyone. Melee first engineer. Legendary Roxy, let's have a look, and Clancy? Jesus. So if you ever do watch us and see it, then say hi. I was going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to the video in here now. I would say, yeah, this is quite good. I would definitely say grab it if you want to ever try it. There's obviously those rental services that you can try, but it's up to you. If this video makes you think, yeah, this is a great thing to use, go for it. If you think it's the worst, then obviously just use the video's context. But yeah. Right, so that video's now done. Cramped my foot because I tried to sit comfortably, but it didn't work out. But yeah, bucktooth blaster, it's a blast in a sense. But there's only one shotgun I like using these days. Hello, Will, welcome in. Oh, sorry about that, I know you said that earlier, but we'll obviously doing the QRF here. Make sure he's doing okay. As Cats, you are not sitting doing this with melee. No, you come back here, I'm going to shame you for it. No. If you're struggling, you don't need to do this, just saying. Here we go, here we go. With Joe Broncos, that's exactly what I want to see. So that's obviously the LE for the Lunar event this year. And might be the ones I use later today. But yeah, Muggy, I wouldn't say QRFs are scary. As long as you have a junker or an emulator, you walk about a fenced area and you're fine. If you have a chainsaw in that said fenced area for anything that comes behind you, then you are as good as gold. Right, I don't know if Main Cats has done this, but I'll just sit here awkwardly and if that's the case. So I've got my only wee mini QRF. Right, I'm going to head back now. We've done too much stuff here. I need to save ammo for later on. But yeah. Bird Blast is actually quite good. I'm going to add it to the collection book, that's for sure. Right. I am going to start doing a giveaway in a second. What I'm going to save it right now is active chatters only. You need to be subscribed to the channel, and I will require proof. I'm going to be that specific about it. Let's see if I can drop the Discord link. Whoa, okay. When's that start to happen? Okay. Right. If you're interested in joining the Discord, well, you need to join the Discord anyway. Join it here. If you win the giveaway, I will ask you to. Okay. What's up to music here? There we go. I will ask you to drop proof. That could be a screenshot of your current thing saying that you are subscribed, and we will go from there. Obviously, I do understand people will subscribe and unsubscribe afterwards, and if that's the case, you do get a cheeky little ban on my Discord because I'm not particularly fond of people only being here for giveaways. But as I said, if we can get 200 subscribers within the next, I don't know, how long we got left? Hour or so. I am willing to double what I'm going to give away here, on top of a game as well for like Resident Evil Village. This is the list of people who are eligible at this stage. So just make you all aware. I'm going to close some of the stuff down here I don't need. So I'd make sure we're kind of getting in here. You have RE9. I don't have that kind of money, and I am meant to. I had that as an option to play on stream, and nobody took me up on it. Y'all wanted Death Frontier content. Right, if I can do this correctly, I will. Bear with me. If I can do this correctly, I will do this and show you. Yeah, and I can't do it correctly, it seems. Right. Here we go. So this is Discord. This is the server y'all will join. And almost y'all just here for it anyway. So, you will be welcome into this channel here. What I would recommend is join the reaction role. If you want the subscriber role to have this nice wee fancy red name here, like egg here. That's what you get. If you want to be a simple Death Frontier player, go for it. The next thing you will need to do, if you win, is come down to here and enter proof that you are following. And what the fuck was that? Alan? Hello, welcome. So this will provide, you'll provide proof that you are obviously subscribed. That could be from take a screenshot of your YouTube page that you're on currently. The only way to be eligible for this is just to be active, be chatting, and this is how you'll win some credits basically. Now the idea I have behind this is I'm going to give away 600 credits right now. Well, not 600 right now, sorry. I'm going to give away 600. 200 per person, so 3 people can win. If I do hit my milestone of 200 subscribers, where is the channel? So if this says, hold on, let me cook. Okay. Oh, hold on. So, as you can see, if right here says 200, I can give it away. I'll give away a lot more than I'm doing right now. That's me pushing this now and being a lot bit of a sellout. That's what I want to do. Sorry, have to mute my mic every now and again. Yeah, Raven, I am enjoying RE9 right now. I'm hating the Grace segments. I really fucking despise her as a protagonist. But, hey, that is what it is. But, if you do win, you need to be an active chatter, you need to be subscribed, and you need to join the Discord to provide proof that you are subscribed. Like I said, if you do end up leaving again, if anyone does leave, oh yeah, trust me, right, I know. If anyone does end up leaving the channel or unsubscribing or even the Discord, I will just straight out ban, and any future kind of attempts to enter will be completely disregarded. I mean, I'm not opposed to unclicking Rice here, but I'll click him back in because he's chatting. But yeah, we'll do get the roll in 2 minutes. First person to get it, and we'll see. And I'm just going to refresh this. 13 away. Woo-hoo-hoo. I can't wait. Feels like we did yeah, I think they kind of redone the Resident Evil 7 element of it for Grace and brought back the kind of Resident Evil 4/2 version of Leon. Without spoiling anything, yeah, without this isn't exactly a spoiler. This is more in kind of opinion. The segments with Grace so far have been a royal pain in my ass. I do not like her as a protagonist. I understand why she is the way she is, but she is a pain in the ass. So we can get the prep up of the next segment as well. Here we go, make time. So that reminds me, what do I have? No. Oh. We're one away, okay. Let me just check my clan stuff as well, just to make sure everything's in tip shape. Yep, pretty much in okay step. We should really stop. We should do something else here with this. Yeah, we're cast screwed, so I'll need to do that later. I've not even gotten that at all. I'm still slogging away through the second segment, if anyone knows what that is. I'm wanting to get some more stuff here just so I can make sure I'm going to be fine. Okay, we are going to run this. 3, 2, 1. Rice. I can't believe that. Right, because I know who you are, you have been following for quite a while, and you have been active in my Discord. I'm actually happy with it. I know you've been subscribed for a while now. What account do you want me to send it to? Because I still know you have a yellow account, and you rage baited so many people that last time you won. I can either send it to Cats or Yellow. Up to yourself. Double and give it to the next person? Fucking hell, okay. That's fine. If the next person not going to be back for a while, joke's on them. Oh, right, hold on. To be fair, actually, I am going to say this. I'm actually pleasantly surprised this time. We've got 10 people from the Dead Frontier community watching this right now, and I know for a fact nobody really streams Dead Frontier, so it's quite interesting to see that people actually watch us. People are watching me and my wee mini community. Perfect. so I can know who you are. I am going to butcher your name, but whoever it was that posted in the Triffs chat, I appreciate it for letting me know. I'm just making sure I know who you are, or at least try to know. Because what I do is people I can confirm, I leave a note against them just so I know who it is. But I can't think of who you are. But yeah, I will do this one more time so people are prepared for the next one. And then we'll continue. This is the Discord server. The link for this is in the description of this stream. It was posted earlier as well. We have a number of people in here, and we are trying to build the community to an extent. Now, this is the welcome page you'll be popped in, and obviously everyone here, Raven, Jao, Muggy, and Mightman, I appreciate joining. You will obviously be able to interact with different things in here, such as different voice chats, polls, and you'll get told when I go live and such. The very first thing to do if you want to join, go to reaction roll, grab whatever you prefer. If you do get the sub one, you get the same kind of treatment as Egg and Raven. You get put up above everyone else. If you do win, pop into the proofs part, take a screenshot of your monitor, hopefully with your username as well, just so I know who you are. And when and if you do win, I will be able to just kind of pop things off. Like Jao done here. Perfect. The only thing missing is I can't tell who Jao is in here. And if I'm butchering your name, I do apologise. It is difficult to sometimes get things right. So we'll pop it in there for now. Make people aware. And we'll move on to our next bit of a segment as well. So, I'll do this. So the next one will be 400 credits since we doubled. So this one's going to be absolutely dire to deal with. I'm not particularly looking forward to it. Yeah, this is going to work out. Are we actually 12 more? Yep, 12 more, and we'll give away a lot more. So I'll leave it there now for now. I'm going to prepare myself a little bit as well. Just do that, why not? So for anyone who knows, excuse you. That's gonna cost so much. Oh, that's so bullshit. It's fine, I can buy more. Right, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm not going to use anything like that. I'm going to stick to melee. I'll use that. We'll take this with us as well. Okay, so for everyone who hasn't been aware, the next segment of this is we're going to kind of just answer a question that we were asked on the Discord or asked somewhere, and it did kind of provoke a interesting idea. Can we feasibly loot in Wasteland with an actual looting build? This is a bit more of a challenge because one, there's very little looting spots within Wasteland, and that's how it is intended to be. Two, if you get hit by an infinite wave or a horde, you're pretty much stuck fighting that entire time. And three, the kind of stuff you get from Wasteland is kind of mediocre, and the chances of looting a weapon specifically is higher than Raven Ridge and the other end of things, Death Row. So you guys know that from stream. I will be recording a few moments to actually say that. Again, I will be doing another one soon. It's a 400 credit giveaway, it seems, because obviously Rice didn't want it. So we will finish this. Still 188. Ooh, we're going to edge it. I don't think we're going to make it by the end of February, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll do this. I'm going to start recording so we can go through this. So, as everyone on stream is aware, I am now going ahead and doing a bit of a challenge in a sense for as a looter. We are going to go into the wasteland area. This big map down here opens up individual bits of the world. So we'll be going down in this area here to try and loot and fill an inventory worth. Now, by fill inventory, I don't mean backpack. I mean the base 30 here. This is interesting for 3 different reasons. 1, there's not a lot of loot spots in there. 2, the quality of the stuff you get is a lot worse. And 3, it's going to be interesting to see how this actually goes. Now, Rice, you might be correct there in saying that is probably the best option, and I actually think you might be right. Because if we're going down here, we want to make sure we are prepared to the best of our ability. And I don't know where I've put one of my weapons. I don't know if it's in here. No, it's not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in incognito and I'm going to need to find it. Let's see, is it on this one? Yeah, shut up. I could do a bar now, but that's not what I want. Although Barnell would be good. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Barnell is going to be one of the weapons I use here. I think it will be very usable in a sense. Yeah, well, I don't really care, but I can easily do the looting with the panhammer. I think. You know what, Chris, you got me. You're dick. Here's me thinking I will be that guy following that advice because it was actually good. You know what? Real men don't use panhammers. Let's make it a double whammy. Where's my storage? Whoa, where's storage? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's just run for it. Louise, see, I can't really answer that specifically because I'm fine with most of anything I use. Like, I will use, for example, Cryo Storm. I can use Gut Stitcher, I can use Wraithcan, Magstorm, Sega 20 if I really must, but that's a pure pain in the backside. I'll take that. If you are struggling, if your Dusk and Dawn items aren't going to be particularly bad, I'm pretty sure the Dawn grenade launcher actually has a boss stagger chance, at least going by the Wikipedia. So yeah, it really depends. I would say for bosses in Raven Ridge, you want something to help control aggro at the same time. I mean, you can take a gut stitch on it, and it'll be easy enough. You find. Nah, Raven, you pretty much find. I pretty much find machine guns underwhelming to a certain point. Like, the best one I've ever used is that Type 2. That was like Chef Kiss Supreme. Now go wrong with Dawn Striker. See, I've been a big fan of it. Just an FYI, because so now the video is going into carry soon from this point onwards. Because we're now in Wasteland, we've just came from one zone to the other, so what we need to do is actually basically refresh the game in a sense. Now, unfortunately, I did look at Glacier on the way here, so I'll just get rid of it. So we've got 2 big bits we can see, so I'll take it. I need stuff. Anyway. But we're not here to loot this place a specific instance because these are like the baby instances where no aggro. Now we're not wanting ammo, we're wanting weapons, armor, and plants if we can. So we'll get into a bit more of a deeper territory before we start looting. Probably here. This is where I grind Wastelands. Smacking all them would be. Oh. That's why I wish I did use the barn out. That would have been so nice. So I've just realised I didn't even go over what my build here. So let me actually show it as well. So for those who didn't see it earlier, I have a certain build that I use for implants and such, and why okay. Yeah, so I have a specific build I use for implants, and there's a video on the reason why. If you're in the chat right now, I did post it earlier. It's called My Implant Setup or something like that. So I'll do this. So this is not the grind, this is the looting one here, so I'll just do it again. Boom. So currently I've got the U implant being mimicked, so obviously I get more loot stuff and better chance to find things. Jingle Bell for, obviously, you can see the loot and boost. The Hook implant to access the bucket because I do like to chop and change what I do. Mastercraft implant because it's actually one of the higher tier implants you can use. Golden Rabbit implant because why not? That's 25%. Scavenger Hunt, obviously, as you can see why. The Symbiote implant, just in case I need assistance with it. The most controversial one here is probably the Pioneer, because people don't like that miss looting chance, and the only other benefit I get from this is 7% movement speed as well. I could replace this with one of the Gamble implants, and that could potentially make it a bit better, but I just leave it as is. Infiltrator is just better than most. The Fortune implant I currently have as weapon, because I looted Death Row and I won looting here, so I want to maximise my chances. Oblivion for speed. Speed doesn't really matter for me. Elf, pretty much for more loot spots. Dawn Scavenger because it's just one of the good ones. Versatility, because I can afford a Jack of all. The Omni Drive, the Occult Eye, which is pretty damn good for just minus 5% damage. The Prophecy is, yeah, obviously self-explanatory. Apex, and the looter implant as well. Now, all of these, as they are, work out really well for me, to the point that some of my stats end up about the 500 mark, give or take, without the boosts from the event. But we're now going to the next instance, so this entire segment we're going to just try and see if we can get a full inventory worth of weapons, and I will kill everything I need to. There we go, but take that. We just need to be on the lookout for any sirens, like this one here. A car up there. Now, one of the implants that would be kind of good for this is for one of the ones that was leaked by Clayton, and that would be the auto loot one, or the one that tells you how many spots you've got left. So, I think there's one more here. What I would find cool is if we can make use of these gas stations. Like, say for example, one all the way down the bottom of Wasteland is actually like a second home bunker with like high-end goodies. That would be interesting. Or a penitentiary, so we can actually have, no, not penitentiary, like a vet or something, so we can see where the devil hound was come from. There's no one here, let's do this. That's a good bit of cash, actually. Okay, let's go deeper. Raven, yeah, I actually didn't make a mistake for that. Yeah, I don't want that. There's one right there. There's two below me right now. There's one right beside me. So we'll keep going. Let's see what we can find. Oh, I would take that. That's actually not a fit bad amount. So basically we could just kind of avoid any siren in a sense and just loot. I think that's a very much possible thing to do here. Ah, you fucker. Right. Now that's exactly why I brought that. Now this is where you need to start thinking ahead. Now I'm not that far, am I? Thankfully, not that far away, so I'll just go up and left. Yeah. Oh, you bitch. That's fine. It doesn't reset on all 5 run. It is still possible to do this. I just need to go back and up one. Oh, up maybe another one. What is it? This one? Hold on. I've just got one more anyway, I'll just clear everything. Oh, okay. Should be fine. Yeah, that's a massive rip for you, I'll be honest. This is why you always invest in the grenade launchers for it. Right, we're fine. It doesn't really nullify the run with stuff like that. Like, you can just run away, redo it. Like, this is pretty much just to see how possible it is. Ooh. Oh, wait. It was just a prank, bro. But I don't know if anyone sees what I'm seeing. Oh, that's a lot of indoors. Oh, hey! Where'd that aggro come from? Oh well. Eh. Oh, what? Yeah, Clayton, please fix. Now this is an interesting bit here. I can't even go in this. So how can I go in the other one but this one? I'll take it. I'll get it. I'll reset that. No, what? Okay, this game's broke, obviously. Right, there's not going much yet, so we'll go down again. I mean, the other way to reset is, where is we... Oh, cheeky bitch. It's fine. I'll take it. Just clear us out, may as well. Yeah, that one particular trailer is the dev room. Right, we'll kill these 8 more and see how we go from there. Let's just spawn camping. Oh! It renews in here as well? That's interesting, I've never seen that before. We'll just keep going. How self-sufficient can we be in death row? There's a car. Now let me just see where the thingamabob is. And where am I? Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, if I go right to, okay. May as well grind some mastery awesome here. So we'll clear the horde now. We'll go back. And we'll go down. Yeah, okay, so this is actually lootable. This place isn't, you can't exactly loot it. Yeah, that's interesting. So, can you realistically loot death row? No. Right, I'll get to. I'm gonna get extreme. I'm just going to do this. Right. This will pretty much end the video. So this kind of confirms for me you can't realistically loot death row. The reason being is that persistent horde, which I don't even have on my screen, is persistent, very persistent. If I just sit here, hold on, comes back, if I just sit here, oh, that's why. I don't think you can actually particularly loot death row, wasteland. Yes, I'm having a stroke here, clearly. Let me just this. So, how far down am I? Huh, okay. So, let me just get preference this. So, this was just to see if we could actually even look at wasteland as well. Can we get a full car inventory at the same time? You could, to a certain extent, if you want to deal with the persistent hordes. For example, right now, the reason why I don't actually have a horde right on me is because that devil hound walking on the screen. And yes, we are going to totally kill it on stream. The other aspect of it is, there is a bit of scarcity in terms of where your loot spots are, and because of how the map is, you can't particularly see well on where they are. Yes, you can see cars, you can see some barrels, but when it comes to the bodies, e.g. right here, you can't see that on the minimap. You can just see a dark speck. It's not as if we can zoom in. The other aspect of this for me as well is the quality of loot isn't actually that good. You have a higher chance of looting, like obviously meds, heal, food, and that obviously goes far. But let's not deny it. That goes far in terms of surviving down here. But to try and loot this place specifically, you can't do it. A persistent horde just cancels it out completely. It would be different if you can go from top to bottom using melee, having no aggro at all, but you can't. I remember in the past you used to be able to kill the aggro off indoors, so you can barricade. That isn't a thing anymore, it seems. So it makes it barricading even a bit more difficult as it is. but I do find this to be interesting because I am more curious. If anything, if I show this again, I would be more curious to see, could you technically loot like death row specific weapons here as well, in a sense? It's got a 2% higher base chance to actually loot them, but the pull for things is just as bad at the same time. This is even missing the red truffles as well, which is a big no-no. But yeah, hopefully this was somewhat interesting for some people. It was an interesting thing for me to try. On the other hand, I'm going to kill this devil hound because why not? But yeah, that's the end of this video. And bye. Yeah, so let's do exactly what I said I was going to do. Now, I'm not even looking at the minimap, it is foggy, so I'm struggling to even see myself and what I'm going to walk into. But yeah, just to clarify, bosses can't enter indoors. There is instances where in Death Row you can have a irradiated long arm spawn indoors, and that's not a particularly hard thing to do, but it's not something you want to do either because it's just a pain in the backside. I think there is some discussion, oh, now got killed, to allow bosses to come indoors or certain ones, which would make sense. For example, a Titan getting into the Death Row hospital, nah, that's not happening in the slightest. It's too big. But something like, I don't know, something cooler, I guess. What I would like to see realistically is, oh, what's it called? I want more boss variety. I want a mutated boss crow to join. Like one of the Death Row cast specific ones I think would be amazing. Whoop! Did I do it? I can't. I mean, the issue isn't the engine, unfortunately. I just don't think it was one of those ones that was actually thought of at the time, either. But I do genuinely think we should add something to Wastelands, like give it, make one spot lootable but make it all bosses, in a sense. For example, like in the bottom reaches of Wastelands have like a bunker so you can actually explain where the Devil Hounds come from, the Volatile Leaper as well. Yeah. Now I can actually look at chat now because I'm not having to pay attention not to die. Yeah, I would like something new. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the current kind of uncommon boss kind of ones, but I do feel as if we need to have a further mutation, and with that, have a new area come about as well. I do generally feel something new needs to be here for the game to proceed. But again, I'm not part of the dev team, so that's something else. Just an FY fucking I, guys. We're 8 subscribers away from 200. Once we get there, oh, sky's the limit. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, again, you're correct. The bosses used to be able to get inside places. They still can. It's like 1 in a million kind of thing to happen. I actually do remember I had a Wendigo follow me into one of the Raven Ridge houses, and I literally shit myself in a sense, seeing it run at me. I was like, ah! But yeah, I do feel as if there is some aspects of the game they could improve on, but obviously we're waiting for Unity 5. But why did I get shit? Right, right. Officer down. Let's see. I'll take off, that was me. I need to heal. I'll save, move that to the side. I'm save that because I'm going to put it in my inventory. Yeah, I just sat there and took it. Death by Z Express. Now I'm looking for my yard. Okay, I'm going to scrap all this stuff here. Listen, you guys don't want to see a stream of me trying to just like grind. It's just boring. Maybe. But here's a fun fact as well for anyone. Obviously, I think Raven, you said yourself regarding the engineer class. So engineers aren't exactly useless. They are one of the backbones of the service classes, obviously. And one of the key things for them specifically, as well, I would say them, it's more production and service classes, is artesian. Now, this is kind of a crucial kind of mastery to try again, and this is why I'm an engineer still. I could be anything else. I could be a scientist, I could be a farmer, but I chose to be an engineer because I thought I was being smart. Engineers get screwed with this mastery, and I will show you why as well. So see if I come to character, build, masteries. That artesian. So each chef slash doctor service on the market, sold on the market gains 4 points. Okay, fair enough. Each engineer service sold gives 1 point. Remember that, 1 point. Each engineer repair performed through the inventory repair function grants 4 points. And obviously, farmer, scientist, craftsman, websmith produces a cycle, so you get 10 points per item created per day. So you're limited to whatever you create, so you could create 2 minimum. So here's what I find quite interesting. These 2 lines here. If you were to sell your services on the market, you would only get 1 point in your artesian mastery. Whereas if you were to do a run, this is why I do an armor run in Raven Ridge, you fill your inventory up with 30 armors, and you repair them all through your inventory before you scrap them. You gain quite a lot of XP from it. It's almost a level, if not more. Yeah, it's over a level and a half, a quarter you get, I think. If you're doing it that way, yeah. So imagine that. You get screwed on the market services because, God knows why, you repair through your inventory, you get more XP. On top of that, you obviously do get a chance to make repair kits as well, but they're not as viable in this day and age. It's just bleh. So, just a fun fact for anyone who's part of a services production classes. It's not particularly that great. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to actually just repair my armor and just show off. So 61. Repair. I'm going to eat. 65. So I've gone up 4 levels, as it specifically says. Right. That being said, I think it's about time we go back to the bunker. We need a little bit more money. Still need a little bit more money. I'll take it. Look at that. And I'm going to put my music back on because I don't know what the hell's happened. What? Where's my music actually gone? Right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And I'm going to actually run the giveaway again. So, Rice, like I said, you didn't obviously want your role, so that's fine. So we are going to be giving away 400. To go through the specifics yet again. Here's it. Hold on. To be eligible to join the giveaway, you must be an active chatter. So everyone here, bar Rice, is in this list. So the current people I am struggling to pronounce your name now. What? Jane, Raven, Chris, and Jay. You guys are eligible to be in this giveaway, as you can see. If you do win, again, I want everyone to join the Discord. Here's the Discord link right there. If you join that, you will be entered into my Discord. And for this Discord, I'm going to open it up on stream as well, again. It's already open, fantastic. You'll be welcomed into this channel, where you'll be able to enter, obviously look at the rules, that's the first and foremost. You'll be able to go into the reaction roles, you end up getting right into this. You get 1 or 2 roles, you get both. You could be listed as Death Frontier player, or you could be listed as a subscriber, where you get put on top of everyone else here, and you will cast stand out over everyone else here. Once you have access to the proof channel, do what Giles done here. Post a screenshot of your YouTube page on my channel, my stream, whatever channel, just to show that you are subscribed, and let me know your YouTube name, obviously, if I need to be able to see it at least, and obviously tell me your in-game name, just so I can see who it is I'm sending this stuff to. We got obviously a new person here, so Jay, thank you for joining. So that is the kind of requirements there. I am going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we're going to move on to something else. We'll figure out something else we do here. In the meantime, be sure you're an active chatter. You will be disqualified from it if you don't send a message within 15 minutes of your last message. People get removed, as you can see here. Warren, Will, Cap, and Louise. They got removed, unfortunately, because they have not spoken a while. And again, to kind of double down on the whole point of this stream, 8 more subscribers right now to hit that 200 goal, and hopefully we do keep it. I will be giving away additional credits and a copy of Resident Evil Village for people. What I'll do for now is I'll set on the screen right now. You can see who's doing what. You can see what's being given away here. Let me just do that. And yeah, I will be right back. Let me fix the music because this is starting to piss me off now. For some reason it keeps going to like dark and mysterious ambient background. Whoa. Right, yeah. Right, I'll be back. Right, everyone, quickly, whilst Chris is gone, we'll just pretend somebody won the giveaway, okay? Right, okay, so I'm going to roll in the next 3 minutes just to let people know. Again, this is a list of people who are eligible. If you're joining in right now and are not aware what the fuck's going on, giveaway. Free shit. 400 credits. So I'm going to pop my stuff back in here. I am going to need to get some more energy cells. In fact, I've got some sitting right there. Let's take these. You're in Discord. Yep, Jay, I seen you did, so I do appreciate it. And obviously I can tell who you are, or at least that's a good thing. Wait, what the fuck is this? No, we're not listening to that stuff. You know what? I know exactly what we're going to listen to. And you're going to find this a little bit controversial, but it's that. Huh. This isn't going to reward anyone anything, but how about we do something like this? Hold on, wait. I don't want to use these. So the music I just played there isn't something that it's tripping. That is part of actually something I'm trying to do. But something's not right for YouTube today. Unfortunately, like last stream it worked out absolutely fine, but this stream it just isn't, unfortunately. Okay, Okay, hold on, hold on. So, I've just posted some spoilers of the Night 3 I am doing. There is some controversial issues with the images I'm trying to do for us, and I can understand the guidelines around it. It does make it a lot more difficult, but I am trying to get it sorted. But yeah, the music you're actually hearing is actually on the Wikipedia, as FYI. I don't think anyone's noticed yet, but in Night 2, I'm actually using 2D sounds, music from 2D. But yeah, I pretty much am trying to get the Knights arcade stuff here. So in the arcade you got Night 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously Corner Shop. I'm trying to get Night 1, 2, and 3 done. I should actually do Corner Shop on the stream as well, actually. But that being said, let's roll. Chris! Well done, you've won 400 credits. I'll give you a minute to message. If not, I will re-roll. That being said, hopefully you've joined the Discord and you've obviously done the proof stuff. Ming Ming. Ah, I've got you, you've got it there. Hey, okay, so what I'm gonna do, just for the sake, so people don't call me a sloucher, hopefully you are in this area. Also, let's see what Clayton's did. I shit you not. Clayton's had an amputator on his account ever since I'd done my review video. Ha. Huh. Chris, you've won 400 credits. I'll send them over. I'll send them here. Send them. There we go. So they're on the way. We are still 8 away. So get your family, friends, uncles, sisters, brothers, cousins, um, adopted people. I don't know. We're nearly there. But yeah, that's on its way now. The You were like a vulture, Jesus Christ. But yeah, um, let's listen to the rest of this music actually. In fact, we're not that one. Okay, how about us? Do a wee bit of a gimmick, can one here. What zone is this soundtrack played in? If anyone knows 2D, what zone is this played in? Okay. Anyone else want to take a guess? Now, this is 2D music background stuff I'm using, by the way. Anyone got a guess? So it is the inner city. If anyone remembers 2D, I doubt a lot of people will. That background music plays somewhere very specific. I got a few minutes before I say. 1 minute, I'll give the answer. In fact, I'll do one better. How many things are here? There's four. There's four different ones here. So I'll go through every single one, then I'll tell you. So everyone get your answers ready. Second one. Okay. That's soundtrack number two. We'll move on to the third one. Okay, right. Thank you very much for popping by. I do appreciate joining in. Hope you have a great night and great sleep. And I shall see you when I next see you. And yeah, enjoy. Get your beauty sleep. I'll be doing mine soon. And just to confirm, there is one more giveaway. We have 200 more credits to go. We'll definitely be doing that. Okay, and the very last one here. Okay, so being a pain in the backside here, but does anyone recognise where those four soundtracks come from? Because I will obviously tell you the answer anyway, because I'm not that much of an arsehole. Okay, well, I'm going to just answer anyway, because it doesn't seem so. So all those soundtracks you heard have been in at least one of the videos so far, bar maybe two or bar one of those. Um, they have been in my night series of AI generated stuff, and they are from 2D, the original Death Frontier. So the first one, this one, is your grey zone. As soon as you come out of Natasha's outpost, you're hit by this ominous soundtrack, and you have this up to the next zone, which is the purple zone. That's when you hit the zone where the zombies are burned, to a sense. They are starting to mutate, and that's the area you're more likely to run into the behemoth, depending on your aggro. From there, you move into the red zone, which is kind of a bit more scary. You are starting to see these beefy zombies, in a sense. If anyone's seen my lore video, you would get an idea of what these guys will look like. In fact, let me see if I can find it. There we go.
And was attempt.
So as you see, this took me forever to do, by the way. If anyone wants to have a look at this, I would highly recommend looking at the playlist instead. If I can find it. Oh, it's not in there. And this is the fourth one. Hold on, I'm trying to find. I'm actually going to add this in now. If anyone's interested in kind of lore on such of Dead Frontier itself, trying to organise this so I can send this to you. This is your best bit to look at. Now, I don't know anyone else on the Frontier community that's actually done this for the lore of this, and it's kind of disheartening to see, but this is probably the most up-to-date thing you'll see. There is also these ones. I do find a lot of the soundtracks from the 2D a lot better than 3D. This is your interior as well. So you've got the green mutations, which is obviously green zombies, and you've got the red kind of zombies is a rough idea of what they would look like. So check out playlist out. I would highly recommend it if you want to kind of listen in the background of that, of what these things are. The other ones, there's two more. I'm going to show whilst I'm here. Whilst you're in the state of obviously playing Death Frontier now, you don't really get a, like, oh shit, I'm dying, I'm in critical kind of moment. Nothing more than 2D. Now imagine you getting hit by a red arm, long arm. Your armor's broken, you're in critical, you hear this. And as that goes on for a little bit. The final one I'm going to show before I go do these bandits and do another thing for this. Death Row back in the day used to be really, really, really different from what it is today. The atmosphere, the feeling, and obviously the control of the game back then, it was a lot more different now. Now it's more refined. It's more gimmicky in a sense, but one thing Death Row these days doesn't have is a soundtrack, and this is the soundtrack for Death Row. So yeah, Death Frontier back then to Death Frontier now, much bigger difference. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the sub count for now, and we'll go from there. So we've got this, I'll refresh it. Still 192, and that's absolutely fine. We do still have 200 more credits to give away, so I'm just update that. So yeah, that stuff is actually in, obviously, the night series, and that is taking its time to get there, so I do apologise. Meantime, I'm going to go kill some bandits if anyone wants to join me. So let me launch a game, and I'll show you how to before we go. The irony is, this was meant to be a short stream. I was meant to finish 30 minutes ago. That didn't happen. So, if you want to join, go to main menu or press escape, go to settings, and in the MP private key down here, put in MM. If you want to be following me, in that sense, open it as follow, and it will let you type in my name. So you put in Mightman. And I'm somehow following myself. So we have a 8-man bandit. Raid. I just want to make sure I'm going to the right spot. Go left and go down to hit bandits. Now, for some reason, there's no music, which is actually really, really disgusting. I don't get music anyway. I heal a little bit. Any more heals I have or get, I'll keep. More ammo, we take that. I will do everything I can here. Any heals will be, there we go, perfect. So how many down is it? That's... Whoa, don't want to be right here when it happens. It has been a while since I've used the Max Storm, so we'll go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We shall see how this goes. Maybe save some ammo because I'm using this overall. My cat's in hunt mode. I don't know what she's hunting. Oh, right, I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on. That's perfect. What is up with the bandits I'll be getting? There we go. Nothing that great, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we loot something. I'll take some experimental parts from the bandits happily. So let's go take them on now. Again, hopefully people down here, if anyone wants to join, it'll be kind of free for you. But we are able to cheese us. Yeah, I've got no issue. This is cheesable. How to Max Storm 101. Hold W and just aim. The other method is use explosives. This is the easiest, like, this is ridiculous. Again, if it wasn't the Max Storm, this would be my Valkyrie. And if this is Q5, these guys would be walking around here instead. I don't think Magstorm won't be coming back. Magstorm's on LE. You might get something similar in terms of what it does, but even this is far too strong for what it is. I don't think they should make another Magstorm ever. This should have been a one-off, if anything. But we're going to put on some UN plant now and see if we can get lucky with anything. So let's see. Oh, that is such a bad roll. Oh, what the fuck? Ah? No, wait, what? That's crazy. Right, so I'll explain in a second. Let me look. So, Sledgehammer, a Thunder 12, SVD. The chances of me getting 3 weapons in a row with 4, 4, and 4 is minuscule at best. It's so low. That is so uncommon. What? Like, I'm baffled. I'm unhappy, but I'm baffled at the same time because that's. What's the chances of that? It's slim. Ugh, right. Bear in mind, guys, we only have 8 more subscribers left to get. So if we can get that before the end of this stream, chef kiss, where am I going? I appreciate it. So let's try to push for that, because we are so close now. I can just taste it. Tip my tongue. Fuck yous. Ah, so I did have to go right again. Man. Oh, okay, nah, but I'm gonna bother. The one weapon that will come back when I'm thinking about it is the pulse rifle. That was on my one of my top 5 East event weapons to craft to get. Nah. Nah. Honestly, the Slayer implant is just a complete shitstorm. That's for sure. Right, we'll head back to the bunker. We'll see what where we're at with things, as we are going to be in the stream soon. I want to continue playing Resident Evil and potentially go to my bed shortly after. Oh. But we've had quite a lot of interaction today, so I do appreciate everyone who's been in this stream today and has given their time to obviously join in. I do honestly appreciate and recognise that from quite a lot of people in here. This cast stream segment kind of thing I do it at least once a month, always guaranteed once a month at the end of the month. I may do a stream every now and again just to kind of throw it in there, just to kind of spice things up. But the goal ultimately for this channel right now is to get 500 subscribers and hit the 3,000 hour watch milestone. Ironically enough, I feel as if we're going to hit the milestone before we hit the subscriber count. Scam XP pots. I wish. I've got about 12 sitting on alts right now I want to sell, but I want to wait till they are more expensive. For the Dawn, crossbow, minigun, all that. Sniper, flamethrower. I just want to wait for it. Yeah, so I appreciate everyone in here. Like, you have done me a big favour by being in and sticking around. What I'm going to do now is, because my clan needs it, I'm going to scrap some stuff, so I will be selling the Mastercraft stuff I got here, because rightfully mine. Everything else I will do them a favour. I'll just scrap that. Dismantle that and popping it in. Now, if you're ever wondering why, like, how to kind of quickly scrap stuff, it took me forever to find this out. Go to crafting and drag it into this box. And there we go. Got a lot of scrap. If you want to dump your scrap into your clan storage, just go to your bank and into the red box here. Now, bear in mind, the clan mechanics are just gimmicks and not really worth much more than what they are now. I would pretty much say it's useless, to be honest. I mean, my clan's technically max level at level 8. There is a 200 level cap. Is it worth it? No, not really. But I've left this in the hands of one of my guys in the clan, a bunch of them, to manage. So I appreciate them for taking that forward for me. Alright, that's not a problem at all. My goal originally was to help new players, in a sense, or return players. And I feel as if I've already captured that element of getting from A to B. It took me years. Like, I've had this specific account since 2018. And it took me, obviously, a good while to get to where I am now. And that is after 2 level caps. I understand Death Frontier is a grind. It will always be a grind, unfortunately. And that's fine. That's the way it was designed. It was designed to make you put that kind of want to play. So I do appreciate, obviously, that some of these guides might be a bit outdated now, but I will obviously do the best I can. And that's why I've got the Discord server as well. Part of the server is to build a community up to support, well, me to support yous in a sense, all my followers and subscribers and that. Yous are the reason why I'm doing this. Well, at least putting the extra effort. I could easily just be like, okay, here's a video, done. Don't show up for another week. Here's another one, done. Don't show up for another week. And repeat that over and over and over. That's exactly what I could do, but I don't. And I'm pretty much happy with how things have came about with it. Don't get me wrong, I can improve. Like, everyone can improve. I need to somehow get better at getting my point across. That being said, I'm gonna refresh this one more time. Oh shit. Raven, I think you'd have been the only one winning there, I'm afraid. So I have refreshed it. Chris, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to enter this segment of it. Rice, you're the same, so 200 credits right now. So in the meantime, we are going to end the stream soon, but I think we should do something a bit more gimmicky. I think we should just do this. I think we should do a wee cheeky corner shop. Late one night, whilst out on a supply run, you happen across a well-lit stocked car shop. Find a stash behind the counter, you grab the goods. Unfortunately, when there is an undead. Unfortunately, that's when an undead grabs you and it lunges for your neck. In a moment of desperation, you draw your handgun and end the struggle. But the feeling of safety quickly fades as you now look at the exit. The ringing of the shot drowns out the growing chorus of the moans outside. Your carelessness has left you surrounded. There will be no rescue. If you want out, you must clear the way. How long will you last? You can barely see the crosshair. I shouldn't have done that. That's me being stupid. Just FYI, the giveaway is ongoing, by the way. That's what I'm wanting. Please give me the X-Luger. Got a bit of lag with this, by the way. Oh my god, the lag! Whoa! Can't see the vat spawn in. Dead. There we go, let's see my score. I got worse. I lagged a lot more. There we go. My score somehow got better. But I do feel as if this might need a little bit optimised because I lagged like fuck near the end, but hey, that's what it is. That being said, we are going to now wrap the stream up. Now, unfortunately, for us, well, for yous really, because you know, giveaway, nobody is getting that extra bonus of giveaway credits, meaning we did not meet the goal for February. We're 8 subscribers off, which is, it's okay. We're nearly there, but that's fine. I'm going to let this obviously run in the background, but in the meantime guys, I am going to run the giveaway now. Now this is the list of candidates that are eligible for the last 200 credits, and this will conclude the stream as well. I just want to take a second to thank everyone for popping by, for sticking around and watching me stream a game that's nearly 20 years old. I appreciate everyone who's popped by, who's stuck around, and who has taken interest in other videos I've done. Just a reminder, if you want to join the Discord server, you'll be notified when I upload, when I go live, and I do post spoilers every now and again in there. If I show the Discord right now, I'll go from where you see it. If you come to the announcement section, you'll see there's some spoilers sitting in here. Every update I do, it gets posted on YouTube anyway, and obviously you will see stuff here. So for example, the whole Night 2 stuff sitting here as well. The videos are on YouTube for everyone to watch or listen to at least. I've got some stuff from Night 3 that I'm still working on. As I said, currently, as I said right here, there's certain limitations that I can do at this stage, will stop me from doing what I want to do at this stage. So I'm going to have to work around that, unfortunately, and see what I can do. It might butcher the story a little bit, but the fundamental script is written, and I have it sorted at least. So, yeah, highly recommend joining here. You'll get more updates with things. I don't pester anyone with things. I just don't see a point. I may add in a opt-in role here, just so I can post extra stuff for pings and that, but we'll see. Every now and again I will ask a few different questions. So for example, I did ask how to do how people want to do weapon reviews, how people want me to do event weapon reviews, boss hunting stuff, and obviously this stream specifically. And I'm glad I stayed with the Frontier because we did get a lot more than I thought we would, and honestly. So yeah, highly recommend joining Discord. It's more of a social hub for this community as it is. We gained, I think, what, 8 new members? So thank you for you guys. I do very much appreciate it. Obviously, more people who join, the more of a community we build, and the potentiality we actually get to somewhat monetize the channel itself. So, just to show, this is how our stand is currently. We want to get this year. I think it's by June. We want to get hit this milestone by June, and then the next one, God knows when. that's the goals of this channel. Every month I do like to do, not a recap, but set the expectation of where we want to be, and I think we are doing well for what it is. We are definitely going to be hitting this milestone here before we hit the subscriber, which is quite funny. I do find that quite funny. But yeah, I'm going to roll this in 3, 2, 1, and the lucky winner is Chris. You've already won, so unfortunately I need to disqualify you on this one. You already won 400 credits. So, Raven, use yourself at 1. That's fine. So, Raven. Yep, you're already giving me what I need. I will get that sorted. Ah, so you're part of Zega's group now, okay? I see. So, that is on its way to yourself now. We actually, in fact, there is one thing we actually forgot to do before I end the stream. I can't believe I completely forgot about it. Flint, if you ever watch this on stream, I am so sorry. I completely forgot to do what I promised I was going to do. So the stream's not ending right now. It's going to continue on for a little bit, and this will be the final end of this segment here. So all 600 of the all 600 of the credits have been given away. So no one's obligated to stay, but I need to do this for Bloodshot here. So on my channel, in fact, I'll just show you Caesar. On the server, I have this channel called Build and Equipment Review. Basically, if you were to post your own Death Frontier profile in here, your DFP, like other people have done in terms of filling out this form, if you are looking for advice to set out new goals or just to understand what's next for you, I will be able to pick it up, review it, and we go from there. It's exactly what I've done with one of the other recently this week, and let me just show this as well. So, right here, Survivor Builds Player Review. So this specific series went from me telling you roughly what you would kind of go for to get to from level 50 onwards kind of thing. This should be your build, this is how you get better, and this is where you improve. And then progressively it's turned into, let me actually review use the players, because use all are individually different and everyone requires some different form of knowledge to progress. And this series not only gives that advice, it also supports people with next steps as well. So I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're recording and we're still live, just for people who are watching this as like some sort of VOD or even as a video. Now today we have Bloodshot, who is a Discord member who is requested to have his equipment that reviewed. They have set the expectation or goal of, let me show it, this year. They want to get a Kraken Slayer. Now, a Kraken Slayer can be good. It can be a pain in the backside to grab. And this is where we're going to review pretty much anything here, just to see if we can get them to the next step to maybe progressively find them a better alternative. And currently you have 9, nearly 10 mil. So let me just see how much a Kraken Slayer is now. If I can spell. 70 mil. So unfortunately you're not going to be able to afford that, because I remember you had a Hailstorm and other bits and goodies that might have been better off going overall. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to open up your account actually on the Frontier so we can have a look and review what we've got here. So you're an athlete, so you have a speed boost. You went into melee. You've not maxed out machine gun or rifles at all, which is quite awkward, I'll be honest. You've got 50 strength, so you obviously respect for the Kraken Slayer at this stage. Endurance is fine, you don't need to worry about that at all. Agility, you've nearly maxed that out, so your Chernobyl mesh isn't god crafted, that's fine. Accuracy, it's a bit OTT for what it is. Critical hit, you're not going to need it at all, but it is going to be absolutely fine. Your reload is perfect, and your dexterity is the one you're clearly working on at this stage. You've got two better Tomcats. I'm going to guess those are stat boosters. Yeah, they're near Godcraft stat boosters. Your armor, it's not much. It's not really anything. And you're using a large backpack. A large backpack is that 5 plus 2, so 7. Okay, with a 4% speed penalty, which is negated from your class anyway, so it's not particularly too bad. Okay, that's fair. You've got a gold mine for what you need. Implant wise, you've got Runner, Nice, Jolly, Devils, and Brawler. That's not too bad at all. What is your style? Just boss hunting for now. Okay, that's fine. Boss hunting, you're wanting something that can pack a punch. You realistically want a minigun, but you don't have the funds for it at this stage. So you kind of want something that will still kill bosses. So I do genuinely think you would be better off keeping your Hailstorm if you still got it. Where's it? Rifles. So Hailstorm. So here's the thing about here, the Hailstorm. It is actually a really, really good weapon here. It's a really good LE. So the reason why this is very good and works out well as a boss hunting weapon is your damage stacks up. So as you can see here, it goes from 12 to 28 to 60. And obviously with it, critical hit, it just ramps up to 505 damage per hit. Given you've got a Jolly Imp, and I think that's really the only one that does it, you're doing at least 10% damage on top. So you are doing more with the Hailstorm. I think, but just purely for boss hunting wise, Bloodshot, you keep this Hailstorm. This will tide you over and keep you going until for you to hit the next goal. And obviously you've said you want something like the Kraken Slayer, something just mainly for hordes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't specify it, but you want something to deal with hordes, and that's why you went into machine gun. So thankfully machine gun can deal with quite a number of things. The Hailstorm will pretty much do you around Wasteland for a little bit. It's not going to be particularly too well. Death Row, because that will pack a punch with some of the zombies and also slow down any issues. And Raven Ridge, it's not going to be worth as much because in the first kind of instance of you traveling from bunker to Raven Ridge, but maybe around the Raven Ridge area that's more for prison, it might do you well. I would honestly consider keeping that on, and even just to show how it is, Hailstorm. It's 10 mil for a Hailstorm. That is crazy money. That is so cheap. That is actually so cheap. I'm obviously streaming right now. Anyone wants to buy that, I would highly recommend. For 10 mil, you cannot go wrong with that. That's crazy. My God. Okay. You could. I mean, the other thing you could do actually, Bloodshot, you can pivot from Hailstorm into the Barnell. Barnell is slower, but packs a bigger punch. and that would individually taking on bosses, that would do really well, especially with bandits at the same time. That's your alternative kind of pivot in terms of rifle. I would probably say Barnell's better, and the reason for that is because of unlimited ammo. That's just a massive plus for that. As you can see, look at the difference. So you're shooting kind of slower, and honestly, it is slower, but unlimited ammo, better damage, and it's silent, so it doesn't cause any aggro. So you would be better off using a Barnell if you do sell the Hailstorm. Um, hmm. Let me just see. Yeah, if you're going to do it, ditch the Hailstorm, take a Barnell, use that for boss hunting and bandit hunting specifically. Um, you'll be making your money back. You've got 9mm sitting there as well, so we'll pivot to something else in terms of your machine gun. Um, would I say assault rifle might be the better way to go? Let's see. No, I wouldn't say so. Although, let's keep the Amber Raid in mind. If anyone wants to check out the that video, there is a video on my channel where I review the Amber and Amethyst Raider. They are quite good guns there. Right, in terms of heavy machine gun, let's have a look. So you wanting the Kraken? Mm, 60. Mm. I'm just curious about that actually. Hmm. Okay, so the other controversial one I'm going to say here is you have three different options here. Given that the Easter event is upcoming for the next 2 months, there's two weapons you can craft from that, and there's one you can grab right now if you really want to go down the route of minigun. Now, the first one here is the Hellraiser, sorry. Now, I did recently put out, again, another review video of this, and it does particularly well. It doesn't exactly shape up to be close to the Kraken, given the nature of obviously 40 damage, 8.69, 8.69, so it's the exact same. 5 to 1. Have a look. Yeah, so it is slower. It has less damage. It has less armor penetration. The stuff you need to craft from it is from a 2020 Easter egg, and I'm pretty sure they'll become cheaper overall, but the chances of getting them are quite slim at the same time. What would be my alternative for this? Well, you do technically have the option to get the pocket cannon. The reason for this is the pocket cannon, if it really must be a minigun, pocket cannon is kinda goated for what it is. Now, I am going to do a completely separate review video of this because I'm going to do something special with this one and two other ones. But this thing came out as a complete gimmick April Fool's that spiraled to be something a lot more better than you would think. For something that's like this, there's no proficiency need. Yes, it's less damage, but it's 15 hits per second. It uses 50 a 50 mag, if there's 50 round handgun ammo, which is relatively cheap in the market, and it is really good for what it is. So, for example, let's use my current build. So basically, it turns into a Type 2 in a sense with the amount of bullets it shoots at one time. So I would highly recommend the pocket cannon. But if you don't mind something else here, I would suggest the Amber Raider. Now, the Amber Raider does more damage at its base compared to the Kraken. It shoots less, unfortunately, but it has a 3-round burst, so you could kind of get away with abusing it. 50% PvE, so it's fine. It does have less knockback, but this is the alternative that you could use, and it is more stat friendly, like fast reload, fast attack speed, very high very high accuracy, but low critical chance, which is kind of the same for miniguns and that and such. That is the alternative I would use, go for to work around not being able to afford a Kraken. Um, those are my cast suggestions. Obviously, with what you've got here, I understand these are for stats, and that's fine. That doesn't change anything. Your Shabon on the mesh is going to be fine pretty much the entire time you're going to be leveling this account. The other thing I would probably say, implant wise, yeah, I would say you've not got much you can change. I'll go with implants now and just have a quick look. Implants. Uh, See, because you're boss hunting, the rabbit foot implant wouldn't even be helpful. That's the next one. It's going to be these rabbit foot implants for anyone. It's going to be coming up in an Easter event. They normally do. They would be good for looting, but you're not going to be getting much more out of them, unfortunately. The cat eye implant, yes. Again, replace it with a brawler with it, maybe, just so you can have that damage and moving speed. Yeah, that's the only thing I can suggest at this point. Obviously, the goal wise for this is obviously your account. I know you've got several accounts. You want to kind of build up this one now to where you want it with the Kraken Slayer. Fundamentally, to get you from that from now to there, I think you want to do what I said. You want to get the try to sell the Hailstorm. Grab yourself a Barnell. That'll help you for boss hunting specifically. If you want to deal with hordes and that, I would get the pocket cannon. If not, get the Amber Raider, craft that, and that'll tide you over until you have enough money for the Kraken Slayer. From there, you want to improve your implants, and the only one you can improve upon right now is the Brawler, and for the what one did I say again? The Cat Eye implant, which should be coming out in the next event. Um, you realistically won't be able to get anything else at this stage because most of these are expensive and it takes a bit of time to earn that money. But at this stage, that's the only thing you could realistically go for. You could steamroll your volatile implant into your volatile devil implant if you really must. That will give you better benefits overall, in honesty, but at this stage, it might not even be worth. The same again for your behemoth biomass. Like I would always say, Apex implant is a must for any build, but you need to get to that point yourselves. But yeah, that's the best advice I can give at this stage. Hopefully, it does help, but obviously, I'll keep an eye on your account and see where we go from there. That being said, guys, I just ended the recording. I want to thank everyone who's popped by. I do very much appreciate the time and effort that people put into this. Tonight has been a particularly different night compared to the other streams. Like it's been a lot more lively. I do very much appreciate how that goes. Again, if people want to join the Discord, it has been posted a few times and it is part of the description of this live stream, which will be turned into a VOD shortly after I end. The giveaways have been done. We had 3 different winners. We had Rice, we had Chris, and we now have Raven, who won the giveaways. I am going to jump off. I'm going to try to slog my way through some of that Grace segment in Resident Evil 9 before I go to my bed, before I decide to cry myself to sleep because it's so dreadful. But I will be around regardless. I would highly recommend, again, join the Discord. I'm going to just grab the thing here. So if you come down to any of my videos, Discord links here. So I'm just going to copy. I'll come over here. So I would highly recommend. Oh, whoa! What the fuck's going on here? That didn't work out. That. How to do that? I'm going to post a poll going forward. It's going to be a bit of an interesting one. I think I've taken some liberties from this stream because I think it's a good idea to do. As I said, unfortunately we didn't make the 200 milestone, and that's fine. I do expect some people to be unsubscribing after this stream anyway, but we will work on that going forward. We will try to hit that 500 milestone at least by God knows when. But no, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have had a great time here. I'm going to find some music to kind of end the stream on. Hope it doesn't jump to something pure stupid. See, let's do jazz. See you guys. I'm going to mute myself. I shall see you guys later. And goodbye. Right, there's three of you still here. Two of you now. Go to bed. Sure, go. Don't know why you're still here. I mean, I can't leave, so you leave. I'm kidding. Hope you